Hi everyone, my name is Alfredina. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're coming back, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about summer. 6 things that you can do to not just entertain your children this summer, but help them grow. Grow as individuals and grow with you in relationship with you, because you're going to be the one doing these things with them. The number one thing you can do with them is learn a new life skill. That could be anything. Right now, the life skills that our children are learning in our home is one, coding. And that you don't have to be a big expert. My husband loves coding and everything to do with computer skills. But the reality is that they're little. So we went ahead in Five Below and purchased a coding book. And it breaks down every step, how to introduce it in their level and just going through. They're learning, you're learning, it's amazing. And in that store, you can find a lot of books explaining a lot of things. So anything that you know your child will be interested in or you're excited for your children to learn, pick that up and have that activity with you guys. Me as a mama, I want my kids to learn other kinds of skills as well. Very important. One of them being anger management. So I'm doing with them a book called Anger Management Workbook for Kids, and it's amazing because it has a lot of fun activities to do. You start by explaining to them what anger is and drawing pictures and doing certain games and everything, so they can get the concept around this really big feeling that usually is what gets them into trouble. So rather than us getting angry as well and just it being a situation that gets out of control, I'm taking it as an opportunity to help them learn a valuable life skill. It's gonna take them places if they're able to control their anger and recognize it and learn how to calm down or even stop themselves from exploding. And another one that we're doing as well is the Connoisseur Kids. I think that's the name, yep. It's Connoisseur Kids, and that one's learning everything about manners and etiquette and self-care and how to do something practical things like making your bed and why that's important, and dressing yourself and how to do your hair, and all of these things that are just part of being kids. Since during the school year everything's so busy around homework and academics, the summer is a perfect time for you to choose something that you want your children to really hone in and being intentional about it. Number 2, it's fighting the park funk. And what I mean by that is usually when you move to a place, or if you live where you've always lived, there's a park that you go to. There's a beach that you go to. There's a pool that you visit. And that gets tiresome sometimes. Kids love to explore, and so do we. And my husband and I have that. We always have the intention of going to different parks and exploring all these new things. But once you get used to one place, it's just easy because you know what's expected. So fight that this summer. Go ahead on Google and put playgrounds in my area and knock them down one at a time. You know, if you can only take the kids once a week or twice a week, challenge yourself to go to a different playground every time so that you get to know your town better. And so it's a new exciting thing, although not really. So it's not so difficult for you to plan, but everybody's feeling like they're exploring something new and not just doing the same old thing. Number 3 is sit with your kids and make a bucket list. You may be surprised at the things your kids want to do that maybe to you it's not that big of a deal. Maybe they want to play with bubbles or climb a tree or watch a sunset. Ask them for things that they would like to do in the summer and make a list. And of course, put parameters, whether that's financial things, say we're gonna do whatever you want within this budget, or is it a distance thing? We're gonna do everything you want within this mile radius of our home. Or is it time constraints? We're only gonna do things that are this long. You set the rules because you're the parent and this is your family, and it's supposed to be fun, not stressful. And then hear what they have to say, because that's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a summer to remember for them because they got to sit with you, tell you what they wanted, and little by little, this 2 months that could be full of just screens and battles and boredom, It's going to be filled with exciting things that they feel like they're a part of because they helped you plan it. So create your own little bucket list. Number 4 is family movie night. And you can do that once if time allows, or it could be a standing night if you know, let's say Thursday nights or Saturday nights or whatever night of the week that you don't have a long day the day after, and you can go all out, pull out all the stops, dim the lights, get the popcorn, get their favorite ice creams, do an ice cream bar, do snacks, make a special dinner that they love, order pizza, whatever it is, then make it special. Put on PJs and snuggle up on the couch and watch the movie. Not just putting a screen, but be a participant with your children. And I would say choose movies that you would enjoy watching. This is a family thing. And sometimes it's awesome to go back to those movies that you loved as a child and say, I want to choose the movie this week and I want you to see this one that I loved when I was your age. I find that my kids would sit through anything because as much as I love them and I want to get to know them, they're also curious about me and about their dad. So they're constantly just asking questions. Was this around when you were little? Did you watch this cartoon when you were little? Did you like that food when you were little? So in bringing those things, I'm sharing my culture, I'm sharing the way I was brought up and bringing that into their life, and they love that. So it'll make your movie nights even more special. Number 5, reading and art. That is something that's a hit in our house, and although it's something that we normally do during the school year, it's extremely fun and they love it. So that is bringing out whatever your children like to do for art, whether that's drawing, coloring, painting, anything like that, whether they like to do things with modeling clay, anything that they could just express themselves while you read them a book out loud. And then choose books that are awesome and fun and that would help them just travel through other worlds and things that they're not exposed to through their imaginations. And you grab your favorite cozy drink or cool drink and sit on the couch and just read to them while they just are immersed in their little world. That's an amazing activity for a lazy Sunday afternoon or for an evening where you're home with them or anything like that. Reading. It's always a hit. Because not necessarily, even if your kids don't really like reading, they like you and they want to spend that time with undivided attention with you. Then number 6, last but most definitely not least, this is one of my favorites. The summer comes with its own smells and tastes. So lots of fruits are in season in the summer, wherever you live. So challenge yourself that every week you guys are going to try a new fruit. That's gonna push your children who may not be as adventurous eaters to try something new because it's something we're doing for the summer. Yay! Go out, go to a farmer's market, go to the produce aisle and let them choose that one weird fruit that they've never tried. Google when is it that it's ripe and just eat it and try it. And it's not a eat your fruits kind of thing. It's kind of like an adventure. Let's smell it, let's cut it up, let's play with it. And maybe you may find a new favorite fruit. And if you aren't very adventurous and you guys do eat all the fruits all the time, then challenge yourself to make them in a different way. So if you always eat mango slices, this time make it into a smoothie, or learn how to make a nectar, or make it into, bake something with a kind of fruit that you've always tried. Do it in a different way that you normally don't. And all of those very simple things are gonna make your summer amazing, and your kids are not just gonna be entertained, but they may even find a passion of theirs that they normally wouldn't have time to find, and they're gonna grow as human beings, and your relationship with them is gonna be stronger at the end of this 2 months of summer than they ever were before. I really hope you enjoy this summer with your kiddos and that you guys all find something that you can enjoy together. If you think if there's anybody that could be encouraged to try something new or try any of these tips, please share this video with them. And also please let me know what you tried and how did it go. And I'll do the same. I'll be doing my bucket list with my kiddos, and I'll be doing all of these things with them as well. So I really hope that you enjoy it. Like if you did, and remember to share. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.